to talk about the administrator. Um, I'm seeing more entrepreneurship. I'm seeing more of the creative. I'm seeing more of people who create from the works of their hands. Administrators are people who are gifted to organize tasks and people. And I'm learning that, there's dangers to being an administrator, or in other words, a planner. You got everything planned out. Sometimes administrators can be perfectionists. Administrators are people who are calculated. They're like A to equal B and B to equal C. Administrators are, you know, they get a lot of work done and they're beautiful, beautiful people. But I've learned administrators, planners, strategists, sometimes the hardest instruction to follow is be still. Sometimes the hardest instruction to follow is stop what you're doing. Sometimes the hardest word to follow from God is I'm redirecting you, or I'm changing the plans. And one of the reasons why I found this is because the administrator finds purpose, finds meaning, finds value, finds affirmation and validation from the work that they do. And so when you take work away from the administrator or the planner or the creative, it's very easy for them to say, well, what now? Who am I without my work? Who am I without my business? Who am I without my skill set? Who am I without my gifting? And it's funny because administrators, for the most part, survived off of, I'm so proud of you. You're so amazing. You're so dope. I love what you do. So if you take away what I do you really love me? And it's a scary place to be when the administrator can't rest, especially if God is calling them into a season of stillness or to wait on him for the next move. I want to save some people, protect some people, no gas, because it's a very, very difficult journey to navigate through, but the administrator needs to trust that they are loved, even if they don't bring something to the table. The administrator needs to know that they are loved, even when they haven't created something in a while. The administrator needs to know they are valued, they are worth it, and they still have purpose, even when they didn't drop something on social media. It's so interesting, especially in the world of influencers now, creatives, entrepreneurs. It's a dangerous trap to fall into, thinking that you always have to be up to something. You always got to make sure people know that you're doing this. You got to make sure people are updated. You got to let people know where you're going, what you're doing. It's a trap, but it's because all of us as human beings are looking for something that gives us meaning, purpose, some level of status. And when you take that away from someone who was born to create, it can make them question why they were created. But my encouragement to the administrator or anybody that is so used to getting things done, dotting every I, crossing T's, making sure they out there getting it, out there hustling, out there working hard. You have to be okay when God says be still. And to me, that's encouragement. If God tells me to be still, I've learned to hear him say, son, I love you. That's why I'm giving you rest. And it's okay if you take a break. You're still loved. It's okay if you haven't been posting. It's okay if you haven't been at certain events, at certain functions. You're still loved. It's okay if you're not up to something. It's okay even if you're not working in this season. Trust that I will take care of you. And trust that in this time you can rest in knowing that you're loved even when you don't create.